What is up, Lego gang? Nicole here, back at it again for another video. This Lego set, I cannot even begin to tell you how thrilled I am for it because it combines two of the things that I love the most, Formula One and Lego. So this is the Lego McLaren MP4 and Ayrton Senna set. This is the newest set from the Lego Icons line, and I was just absolutely, my jaw dropped when this arrived in the mail because I never put this on my bingo card for 2024 that we were going to get an Ayrton Senna minifig as well as the MP4. Like, that was just so not anything on my mind. So I can't believe that this is like a thing and that we have this. So before we take a look at this set, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps tremendously and I would love to have you around for my journey. This is still a small channel, so every little bit of support definitely helps. So this set will be releasing on March 1st, 2024. It is set number 10330 with 693 pieces, and it will retail for $79.99. But one of the coolest things about this brand new Lego Icons set is not only is it a collaboration with McLaren, but it is also in collaboration with the Senna brand. So when I first opened the box, I had the instruction manual. And my favorite types of instruction manuals aren't the ones that just jump into the build. I actually like to read the words in the beginning, but they are the descriptions about what the set is and who designed it. And so this one was particularly interesting because it explains the history of this car, and it also explains just who Ayrton Senna was, because not only was he an incredible driver, he was an amazing humanitarian. He really just took care of so many people in his life. So it is really cool to just see him in this instruction manual. And for me as a female, I was just completely blown away that this set was actually designed by a woman. Her name is Anne Healy, and she's one of the Lego Icons designers. And it was just insane to see her picture here and just, I don't know, it felt inspiring. Other than the instruction manual and the parts I didn't even film. I was obviously like so dazed and excited that I didn't even like think about YouTube at that point in time. Got a sticker sheet, and in total there are 11 stickers. But considering since this is a Lego race car, 11 stickers is not bad. Trust me, I've seen way worse in other sets. So yeah, 11 stickers is not bad at all. So here we have the finished model, and as you can see, it's not a particularly large car, but it's also not small either. For me, it's actually like the perfect size. I prefer builds in this size scale because I can easily display them and it's not like too tedious to move around. So yes, this is an awesome scale for this car. Notably, one of the things that I appreciated is that this is a Lego Icons model. And while they call me technical because I do love Technic, I really appreciated the brick built model of this car. It was very enjoyable to build, and I'll say this, I did drop this accidentally after I built it, and as soon as I heard it crash on the ground, I was like, oh my gosh, I do not even want to see what it looks like right now. This surprisingly stayed intact. I could have just been lucky, so I don't recommend that you try drop testing this, but yes, this did surprisingly stay intact. So it is a pretty sturdy model and it's very well made. So before we get more into the technicalities of this set, I just want to preface by saying why this is such a special car to me. The MP4 is widely regarded as the best F1 car in Formula One history, even today. I mean, this car won 15 out of the 16 races in the 1988 season. It just was an incredibly designed car, and it was a marvel in engineering, not only back then, but even now. It's just one of those man-made things that you have to marvel at. Also, Ayrton Senna was an incredible driver as well. Combination of both the 1988 McLaren MP4 and Ayrton Senna, they were able to take home not only the Constructors' Championship, but also the Drivers' Championship. So it was an incredible year for both the car and for the driver. Let's start by looking at the car first. The car sits on a brick-built stand. For a model like this, I appreciate that it's on a stand. It just gives it even more of this like important feel. It also came with a little information plaque, and the plaque itself is not printed. This is a pretty big sticker piece. So let's get into the model itself. One of the things that I definitely noticed in here is that this is not without Technic, okay? So there is a tiny bit of Technic inside this front portion here, and it is so that we can get working steering. So as you can see here, when you move the steering wheel, the front two wheels actually move. Another feature that kind of goes along with the working steering is we have rod suspension on this model. And this is actually a brand new piece from Lego. So it's exciting to see them add that to the parts collection, because that may mean that we will be getting more cars like this in the future. So that is a very exciting thought for me. But yeah, so we have a brand new part here. So let's start at the front of the car. We have the adjustable front wing, which on this model is not very adjustable, but you know, it's here in model form. And we have the wishbone front suspension. Now moving up along the car, we have the cockpit with the steering wheel, the printed dashboard, as well as the driver's seat and headrest. Now the engine cover does come off, which is one of the cooler features of this car. It reveals the 1.5 liter V6 engine. And you can see all the engine components in here. There isn't any movement here, so if you're moving the car, none of this will move. This is completely brick built. But one of the things that I really appreciated is the Easter egg of the Brazilian flag in here. Ayrton Senna was a Brazilian driver, so I did appreciate that we have that little Easter egg here. And much like the engine is the heart of the car, Ayrton Senna was the heart of this car back in 1988. So it is really cool to see even the smallest little detail that was specific to him in this model. Now we're going to talk about the rear wing of this car. Now this model does have an adjustable rear wing, just like the actual MP4, and this to me is one of the most important parts of the engineering of this car. The original model had a 3-position adjustable rear wing, so it had 3 different settings that you could put it on. And the reason why this is so important, and the reason why I think it's great that Lego included it in this model, is because this was one of the best parts of the engineering of this car. Basically, the reason why the rear wing was adjustable was to account for the different tracks, to account for weather, just anything that would have come up that would have affected the downforce of this vehicle. And so they were able to adjust this rear wing based on any of those conditions or factors that might occur. I don't love, this is my first don't love. I don't love that the McLaren tiles back here are printed and then kind of stacked over each other. It's really hard to read. And it's not that I don't like it, it's just, I don't love it, if that makes sense. Also on the back here, we have the number 12 on both sides. And that was Ayrton Senna's car number, was number 12. So we know that this is actually his car. And in the back, we also have the brake light, which was used for any foul weather conditions like rain and whatever. Now, another thing about this car are the wheels. Those are totally different. They've never been seen before. And they're all one cohesive piece, which I love. Like Lego needs to do more one-piece wheels because these are incredible. And when I look at these wheels, they do scream F1. Couple things to notice, like usually you have the printing on the wheels, especially on the original car. I believe the original car had Goodyear on it, but yeah, these do not have any printing on it. Speaking of things that are missing, for obvious reasons, because children, we all know that smoking is not good for you. The Marlboro logos have been completely removed and replaced by McLaren, which is totally fine. We also have a printed tile in the front here. It's a Honda 12 with the shell and McLaren. So we have 2 Honda stickers on the back here. We have 2 shell stickers on the middle here, and we have, I believe, oh, no, these are printed, and we have 2 shell tiles in the front here. And the McLaren printed tiles, as I said up here, I don't love, but yes, these are also printed. The 12s on either side are stickers, and then we have 2 shell logos here. I mean, all the stickers here are identical from one side to the next. Let's talk about the exclusive minifig that comes in this set. So this is the Ayrton Senna minifig. Like I said earlier in this video, I never thought that we were going to be getting an Ayrton Senna minifig like in a million years. That was so far from my thought process, but here we are. A little information on Ayrton Senna. He held the record for the most pole positions until about 2006. He was just an incredible driver. He really excelled in most conditions that people would have found absolutely impossible to do well in. He just excelled. Unfortunately, he lost his life in 1994 at the San Marino Grand Prix, and it was one of those losses that shook an entire community. And to this day, when you go to Brazil, people know who Ayrton Senna is. If you are around Formula One, he is just one of those iconic figures that will never be forgotten, but his legend is just absolutely timeless. So he comes with both a hairpiece and his iconic Brazilian colored helmet. The helmet is printed, which is awesome. He also comes with a trophy as an accessory. His head is printed on both sides. He's got a smile on one side and kind of like a serious driving face on the other. The torso is printed on both the front and the back, and the legs are printed on only the front. It's displayed on this beautiful podium style build, and up here we have a sticker that is a quote of his, which says, "No matter what your dream is, you have to dedicate yourself entirely to it, Ayrton Senna," which is something that he definitely did when it came to F1. This is the completed model. I hope you enjoyed touring this set with me. I was really excited to film a video on this, but I was selfishly more excited to build it for myself. It's sometimes hard with Lego sets because I actually want to enjoy the build process rather than like recording every step, because sometimes when I'm recording, it takes away from the build experience and how I perceive a set. So I definitely wanted to spend my time building this set and build it for myself first so that I can give you like a very authentic opinion on how the build process went and what I thought about it. I just want to thank the LEGO Ambassador Network for sending me this set for review. All of my thoughts and opinions in this video were my own, but obviously I would have had these same thoughts and opinions if I had acquired it by myself, which I definitely would have. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this set, if you're planning on picking it up. And yeah, anything else that you'd want to say in the comments, let me know. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye. I can't get over how well this set rolls. Like, this could go on for miles with one push. You know what I mean? Like, miles.